Half a year ago, I discussed making the top 1 in the future. Because of how hard making really hard gameplay really is, I wasn't really feeling motivated to do so. You can laugh at the fact this video took 6 months to even come out. Here's the thing, there's this common trope in top 1s where there's these fixed hitboxes. Cause you know how spikes hitboxes will make stray flies and jumps even harder. They add these extra spike or spikes to make the margin for error way lower. So to prove to you all that accurate hitboxes, fixed hitboxes aren't really needed and just ruin a lot of things, I'll be using these spike objects as intended in this top 1. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. Okay, so after a while of procrastinating, we can finally get to this. Yeah, I just recently watched a video by Tria where he talked about one certain player actually ruined the demon list. Basically just mentioned how fixed boxes ruined top 1s in general. So yeah, I'm gonna try building this part of the top 1 without any fixed boxes. And honestly, now that I really thought about it, it's honestly no easier said than done. Yeah, I'm sure there are lots of ways to get by this. For example, I can actually just increase the spikes if I need a bigger obstacle to jump over. Alright, so showy boxes. What? Okay, so we've got the trail. First of all, we're gonna start 4 times speed since it's gonna be like a really harsh jump, I would say. That requires a quick reaction time and well practice. After that, you're just gonna enter a 1 time speed pool, and that's where the real gameplay starts. It's honestly not even that hard. I think it needs a bit of a buff. Normally I would do a quadruple spike, but that isn't gonna cut it. And squeezing spikes to kind of look really ugly, so I'm just gonna shrink them instead. I think I'm just gonna keep that spike at the very edge, and we're just gonna select all of these and align X. So yeah, we've got a reasonable quadruple spike jump. It still feels easier than Eternis's first jump, and I'm actually going for like the human limit. The main difficulty is gonna be in the upcoming shape part. That's if I get motivated enough to even continue the layout. So I also want to include a lot of weird tech that hasn't even been used at all. Oh well, I can't say no fix boxes, but I think it's okay to just move stuff like this down. Yeah, just fix it like this so when you touch immediately touch the spider pad, yeah, you'll be sent flying. I don't know why I'm not even keeping sync in mind, like that's so embarrassing. Oh, okay, looks like I unintentionally kept sync in mind, that's fine by me. Alright, so I think that orb can take us here to this jump. Okay, I spent a bit trying to come up with this rather interesting timing. Yeah, I would say we just have to click this orb really early. I don't mean you buffer it, it's like you have to do some sort of weird timing to achieve this. Yeah, while going through this tight gap. Okay, there's a lot of clicks already involved. There's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I mean, you can just hold here. It's time to go to a new game mode for like 2 seconds. Alright, now that we've done the path, I think we're just gonna do the tightest possible thing we can do here. Got this, I think we're gonna just place some sauce. Oh my gosh, bro, it's making it look more terrifying than it actually is. We're just gonna do a bit of a spam here. It's gonna involve the slopes again. Gosh, this actually looks kind of bland. Okay, but we aren't going for a generic top 1 here. Just gonna start with an orb. Okay, this looks like it's gonna sink a bit. There's a bit. Okay, I just realized I still have no clip on. Maybe I should just nerf this a bit. We actually made it. The pad will actually be a timing, it's not just gonna be a free jump. Well, you have to do a specific click over here, like while you're on this block. Okay, I think it's high time we actually get back to the cube game mode. I can just place an orb there that's gonna be very visible because of the particles from the portal. I think we're just gonna get back to block territory. Tiny spikes even exist, like a tower top actually uses them. So no clip gameplay here. Yep, this definitely feels like a top 1, alright. Okay, I can't even make this pad jump even in no clip since it's a pad. Alright, I think this calls for some buffing. Okay, still now I'm successfully making that jump like half the time. I'm not saying much due to exhaustion. I just want to let you know that I'm really close to 3,000 subscribers. But more importantly, make sure to become a member for the upcoming members only collab this December. You'll be building a layout and I'll be decorating it to be rewarding. This feels like a perfect opportunity for another game mode change. Alright, I don't mind just having this diamond structure. Oh, that's actually not too bad. See some opportunities to buff it a bit. Another saw here onto this block. I mean, where it's just a regular cube portal. I think right here there'll just be 2 spider or clicks just to represent 2.2 of it. The thing about these jumps that they don't look too hard, like if I don't put any spikes. I think double clicks feel a little too hard to add, but oh well. It's gonna enter a gravity portal. We're gonna make the player large again, and I think that's how we're just gonna progress with the rest of the level. I think the player deserves a little break. I mean, from being small, of course. I'm already thinking of doing a bit of ship gameplay over here. Or timings would do, and I don't mean you having to click the orbs, you actually have to avoid them. Okay, I seem to have jumped at that point. I don't say it's memory, it's actually kind of luck based actually. Again, repeat one of those jumps we did before. We're gonna be using the mini game with again. We're just gonna place an orb in between those. I'm just gonna do a corridor here, but there are gonna be spikes like these. They're placing the spikes here. You probably know where this inspiration is coming from. The third coin of stereo extremeness. Okay, let's do a bit of a straight fly and it can end over here. Okay, no, the queue just gets really tiring because I bet not even up to half this gameplay I've done, no, not even up to a third of it as cube gameplay. Alright, I think right here I'm just gonna do some 3 orb diamonds just for a break from all the XX clicking. Okay, I think in between these 3 orbs I just set up, I just have a saw in between. Oh my god, this is where we're gonna end it. I don't think I can even go tighter than that. Alright, so I think that's gonna be it. Next is gonna be some auto transition. I'll go into a really long wave part. This was actually kind of fun to build even though it's literally like 12 AM at my place. But yeah, I think we can head to the showcase.